We all make mistakes. Who's ready to see my biggest mistake I've made when it comes to inventing products? Now, I've talked a lot about Beersy, but hey, whatever, we're talking about it. Right here is a Beersy. Right over here, behind this is my patent. I invented this silicone sleeve that goes over a can, makes it look like whatever you want. This is the first one off the press. This right here is a 3D printed kind of mold tester. And this right here is my best invention that sucked. But I'll show you here why it sucked. Let me grab this off here real quick. All right, so let's hop into this. Let's check this out. What does it look like? It looks like a very oversized book. This book says Perry Hotter and the Secret Six-Pack. So those sleeves up there were made for drinking. I thought a cooler that looks like a book that you can take wherever you want that actually has beers inside. It's a nice, thinly insulated cooler. It's definitely no Yeti. Looks kind of like a book. Obviously, it's not going to be perfect, but we're dealing with what we had. I was thinking that this was going to be the next Beersy. These Beersies went super viral, lots of sales. Why would this not go super viral and lots of sales? Now let me show you. Let me show you why. I probably have shown some of the book coolers in some other videos, but you might not recall. So let's go through why this probably sucked. This was the mistake that I made. My big run of booze Bibles was supposed to mimic the Bible. I thought, from a viral standpoint, instead of doing something based off a Harry Potter book, doing a Bible would kick things off virally. I was wrong. Big time wrong. Now, we have sold a bunch of these, but nothing what I expected. I was thinking, holy, these are going to go just as viral. Turns out, using the Bible as a discrete drinking device pisses a lot of people off. Now, I always do a lot of things that purposely piss people off just to be kind of a troll. And I thought that same mindset would work for a product. But essentially, buying something versus laughing at something is way different. The videos that I used to market the Booze Bible got a lot of views. They just didn't get a lot of sales. And there's lots of problems when it comes to these versus a silicone sleeve. These are a lot bigger. A silicone sleeve you can smash down into a little ball and ship it from the manufacturer to me in a small box. These came in very big boxes. You can't crunch these down. And so now I'm left, and there's minimum order quantities. When you order something from China, you have to order a minimum amount. So I had to order, I believe, 800 units. So think about this, times 800, the size of that. Very, very big boxes, takes up a ton of storage, and they piss people off. So the combination of the cost, the storage, and people who are kind of diehard followers of the Beersy social pages, a lot of conservative type people, we sell some conservative type products. A lot of them are like, I love your stuff, but I'll never buy anything from you ever again. Which I thought was funny for the most part. I don't take things too serious, but it still blew my mind. How could something like the Booze Bible not rip? But then I actually didn't have a choice. When it came to these two, it's not like I had to choose between these two. I just initially started with the Booze Bible. After the Booze Bible, I had the manufacturer make a Perry Hotter one in the Secret Six-Pack. The other idea was how to get drunk for dummies. And you would just open it and there's a 6-pack of beer. I was like, that's gonna be so funny. But we'll start with the Booze Bible and then we'll move on to these other ones. Like the next iteration was going to be probably the Harry Potter, then the How to Get Drunk for Dummies, just kind of parodies based off those books. But it really just pissed a lot of people off. And I thought for sure it was going to be a banger, so I ended up going patent pending, doing all this stuff, and it was just a dud. And honestly, it was part of the reason I kind of haven't opened up and done other products and inventions, because it's like it costs a lot of money when you don't hit a product. Luckily for the Beersy, it was actually a cheap process. I actually messed up a few times at the beginning, but to do something like this was not cheap, and it did not hit. But I'm thinking about just taking another risk and taking the Perry Hotter and trying to do a small run just to see if we can get a little life going. But come check. I'm gonna show you guys our office. What is at our office? That there's just this graveyard of these boxes that are sitting up there, and it hurts my heart every time to look up from the bottom and see these graveyards of products that never sell. Come check it out. All right, so before I show you this graveyard of product, we actually got a new wall in the office. Some random dude just came in and built all this shit in like 3 days. Hello? Sorry, for filming purposes, had to knock. Hello? All right, so the Booze Bible Graveyard. It's all right here. These boxes have been sitting up here for 2 years now. Very, very slow. I think we do like one a month. Like I said, my greatest product I've ever invented that literally sucks. Probably because it's the Bible. I shouldn't have done the big order as all Bibles, but I got risky. I thought it was super funny. Definitely not our type of customer. They hated it for the most part. But I guess since we're here, let's check it out. This wall and door were not here before, so when Colby's out here actually working, I close this. Hey, get out of here. We got a lock. Get out of here, boy. We've already had our daily steak. Well, hold on. Are you not eating this? I'm about to eat the rest. Daily steak's ready. Halo's ready. Still a little ghetto, but pretty cool. All right, let's check out the innards of this Booze Bible. So the other thing about this product is I think I could have eventually had it sell well, but there was a major flaw with the first batch of 800 units. Check this out. Let me grab this knife. Check this out real quick. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut open the front. I have a lot of these, so I'm fine with sacrificing a couple. Let's cut open. This is a little extra messed up because I'm cutting the Bible, but look at this. So you got a cooler. Obviously, it's gonna encounter wet situations. So you're gonna put wet drinks in it, possibly ice and other things. As you can maybe see here, this is just stitching that's on the edges, so you will get moisture in there. So I'm thinking, hey, my Chinese manufacturer people, they're smart people. They would never do something like this. I didn't ask the right questions, but check this out. This is paper. This is literally cardboard paper on the inside of this. Look, it rips. So the reason I stopped kind of pushing the product is because it was very cheaply made. I knew that if I sold these for large amounts of money, which I think the first price that we were selling them for was like 50 bucks, that they were eventually just gonna get destroyed anyway, and then we're gonna have to replace them, and it was just kind of gonna be a nightmare. When I first figured out, I had left one outside, and I'm like, why is it so flimsy and floppy? I kind of opened it up and all the cardboard inside was soaked. Now, the other thing, I mean, it was all floppy and stuff, but then you got to start thinking mold. All this moisture that's being absorbed into this cardboard, all the mold, and I just knew that I just didn't feel comfortable pushing them that hard. Now, that other one over there, the Perry Hotter one, that's The new iteration where it's like a hard plastic, like a hard thick plastic inside. Another thing I noticed immediately when I got this first batch of orders was, maybe you guys don't care about this, but the zipper was just complete ass, and it would come disconnected, it would break, and it was just terrible. So not only that one's kind of strong. But not only was it super cheap cardboardy material, is pretty much while I had to pull the plug. It could and still could be like a sweet viral product, but I don't recommend anybody taking Bibles and turning it kind of into a funny joke. My family, me, I still currently, every now and then go to church. My whole entire family does. So I thought that gave me kind of like the N-word pass to be able to do something like this and still be able to joke around about it. But no pass. Even when I tell people, hey, I go to church, I just have a sense of humor. No, there's some lines that people don't allow you to cross, and it seems like that was one of them. So I'm not going to throw this in the graveyard yet. So for now, we're just going to keep her shelved. Leave it on my most prized shelf. And we'll see what happens. I still think she's got potential. Especially this one. Maybe not the actual Bible. But I think there's potential there. And what's cool about these is you can make lots of different designs. You just need one design to take off. The Bible wasn't it. Perry Hodder. Maybe we'll see you again one day. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Love you.